Hello. I've been doing a lot of main storyline, but I'm actually going to try and tackle the yearbook. So I remember a while ago I had this and I watched the preview, and the preview was basically saying like, this one features some issues. The issues being that it sort of talks about body image issues and like, I think eating disorders. So if that's a topic that you don't want to listen to, you don't want to like, take in, since these are ultimately supposed to just be fun videos, please feel free to skip this one. Now, I'm going to get into the yearbook. Thanks for choosing to play the yearbook. High School Story has partnered with the National Eating Disorder Association to educate our players about body image. For more information, visit www.nationaleatingdisorders.org. Well, you know what? I really appreciate that they have that sort of like trigger warning on this. Very good. Resources and information about body image and eating disorders are available through NEDA. If you want to visit their site, you can tap on the button below. That's all right. So, the yearbook, part 1. Can Autumn and I get some funds for the yearbook? I have an idea that involves trendy clothes and an awesome photo shoot. Okay, here's your money. I love how the students are just like, they come to me for handouts. Can I get some money? Of course. Come to Sugar Daddy Loren, anytime. Loren, thank you so much. This is perfect. Happy to help. But what do you need the money for? The yearbook's coming out and we need more pictures to fill it. I talked it over with Autumn and one thing led to another, so we're gonna do a bunch of photo shoots. We're gonna use some of the money you gave us to get some awesome camera equipment and backdrops. So exciting! Loren, Autumn and Peyton are taking photos for the yearbook. What pictures would you want to put in? So what's next? Well, I do want to do several photo shoots to show off all the diverse groups we have at the school. We could showcase different hangouts. I like that. Let's round up everyone at the prep hangout. First step, let's grab some photos of the people in the prep hangout. Okay, we're going to use London Tipton, my #1 prep. We're going to use a Glee Club member, Rachel Berry from Glee. And an actor, we're going to use Sharpay. It's girl power. You gather London, Rachel, and Sharpay at the prep hangout. I found some people for the photo shoot. Awesome! Squee! So exciting! So guys, what should we do for our prep hangout yearbook photo? Something that shows off our impeccable fashion sense, our incredible stage presence, and our flair for the dramatic. This might take some work. Let's see. You know what we need to figure this all out? A brainstorm brunch. Brainstorm brunch? Brainstorm brunch? What's a brainstorm brunch? Well, it's alliterative for starters. A short time later, Autumn finds you, London, Rachel and Sharpay finishing lattes and croissants at the Prep Hangout Cafe. I've got the camera equipment all set up. How's your brainstorm brunch going? Did you figure out what you want to do for the photo shoot? We were just discussing that. We want to go all out with props. I have some party poppers and gigantic balloons from The Last Dance, and I have some humongous life-size letters from our last theater production that we can use to spell something out. This is going to be so much fun. Let's get started. Get your props and head out to the croquet lawn. The croquet lawn? What are we doing? On the lawn. Places, everyone. All right, everyone. Grab your letters. But what should we spell out? Any ideas, Loren? What should we spell? Preps. Awesome. Well, if they're preps, then I suppose we should spell out preps. But what a terrible thing to open up a yearbook and see. Preps. Show some prep pride. Woo! Yeah! You guys ready? Yep, let's do this. The preps pose together. London and Rachel launch the party poppers and release the balloons. Lift your letters! Everyone lifts their letters proudly as confetti and balloons float around. Autumn snaps away with her camera. Perfect! Loren, London, Rachel and Sharpay are looking good for the yearbook. How'd the pictures turn out? I haven't looked through all of them. The few I did see look fantastic. Yay! I knew they would be! So what are we photographing next? Let's go to the nerd hangout. Next up, let's visit the nerd hangout and take their photos for the yearbook. I'm going to use a nerd, Gretchen, a gamer, Hannah, and a student gov, Elle. Again, girl power. You head over to the nerd hangout. Autumn sets up the equipment while you explain what the photo shoot is about. So we'll take a few photos for the yearbook that really show off what being part of the nerd hangout is all about. Wonderful! I find it an excellent idea. Yeah, I say we put up a distinctive backdrop for a photo shoot, and it should obviously be sci-fi themed. We want our picture to be epic. You clearly are working with a different definition of epic. What we need is a fantasy theme. Swords and sorcery, magic and monsters. Gretchen and Hannah launch into a tirade of bickering. This mediation will take a while. Gretchen and Hannah continue arguing as Elle attempts to keep the peace. No way we're taking a picture next to some elves and fairies. Oh right, like spacemen and little green aliens are cooler. Whoa, whoa, perhaps we need a tiebreaker vote. From you? No, from someone besides me, of course. I'd hate to compromise my standing as an impartial mediator. Loren, what do you think? I think you should go with spaceships warring the cosmos, knights and dragons clashing in battle. Both! I'm all about that middle of the road. Think of it. Armored medieval warriors clashing on the battlefield against high-tech space marines. Actually, that does sound cool. It's the best of multiple worlds. After a few minutes of photoshopping, Gretchen rigs a projector to display the image on the Nerd Hangouts wall. A mural of knights locked in combat with space marines as dragons battle starfighters against a blood-red sky. There it is! This backdrop's primed and ready to go. This is epic. Perfect! Alright, places everyone. You and the nerds, because I'm a nerd, get into place, posing in front of the backdrop. Say, Soylent Green! Soylent Green! It's people! Loren, Gretchen, Hannah, and Elle created an awesome backdrop for a photo shoot. These pictures came out great. They really capture the personality of the Nerd Hangout. Definitely. So what's next on our list? We have to include the jocks and cheerleaders. Yeah, I gave Mia a heads up earlier. I'm sure they'd be thrilled to get their photos in the yearbook. Let's go! Photos of the jocks and cheerleaders should definitely go in the yearbook. Oh, that was Peyton. Whatever, I read it out as me. We can have Cora, because we're going girl power. Oh, but I've only got... Okay, Chad. Brittany. Fine, one of them's not girl power. You arrive at the jock hangout where Cora, Chad, and Brittany are ready and raring to go. I'm so pumped for this photo shoot. It's gonna be awesome. Game faces, people. It's go time. Can't wait! Mia and Julian check the test shots on Autumn's camera. Are you sure about this angle, Autumn? Angle looks fine to me. Come on, Mia. Autumn knows what she's doing. Let's get the show on the road. Seriously, I think the lighting's a little off. What if it's casting some weird shadows on our faces? Trust me, it looks great. Alright, I think we're ready to shoot. Cheerleaders and jocks. Let's go. Oh no, it's gonna be Mia. Mia's gonna be the one with the body image issues. Everyone know the plan? Yup. We wait for Autumn's signal, then Cora and I will toss Brittany into the air. I'll do an awesome mid-air toe touch, and I'll lift Mia up for a pose. Great, let's get going. Alright people, places, and 1, 2, 3, go! Cora and Chad set their hands and launch Brittany high into the air. Woo! Now, Julian. Julian hoists Mia in the air where she grabs her ankle and lifts it into a perfect heel stretch pose. Nice! Autumn's camera flashes rapidly, capturing the action. Okay, did you get the shots? Let me just snap a few more. Ugh, can you hurry? I can't keep this pose up much longer. Mia's heavier than she looks. Hey, what is that supposed to mean? What is what supposed to mean? Got it! Brittany and Mia let down safely as you all gather to see the pics. If we're all done, I'm out of here. I've got things to do. Mia strides off as the others crowd around Autumn's camera. It's a shame Mia's missing this. I think these look great. The shots turned out awesome. Thanks, everyone. Loren, Cora, Chad, and Brittany are taking candidates for a yearbook photo shoot. Later, you meet up with Peyton, who arrives with Nishan in tow. Loren, good news! Autumn's taken all the photos we need. That's great, so what's the next step? Well, we need to arrange and edit them, so I called in some reinforcements. That's where I come in. Photoshop Ninja, an international man of mystery at your service. He's not kidding, that's literally on his business card. Come on, Nishan, let's get these photos processed. You, Peyton, and Nishan meet up at the computer lab to look over the photos. So, what do we have to do? Well, first I just have to upload these photos from Autumn's camera, then we find the template pages in the yearbook team made for their clubs and activities pages, and then we're golden. We just have to arrange them in a manner pleasing to the eye. Well, I always aim to please. Yay! It's so exciting! Hello? Mia pokes her head inside the door of the computer lab. Hey Mia! You doing okay? You seemed a little upset earlier. Did you want to talk? No, it was nothing. I just needed to come in to see if you needed some help. I wouldn't say no. It'd help to get an extra set of eyes on all these pictures. It'd be my pleasure. You, Peyton, Mia, and Nishan finish flipping through the hundreds of photos Autumn has taken of the various groups at school. There, these 4 photos are perfect for the prep hangout pages. The confetti and party poppers really show up well in this series. I agree with Mia. As for the nerds, the backdrop they're using is, well, interesting. It's not what I would have chosen, but it is very nerd-like. I like it a lot. I think it's super cool. Yeah! All we need is a good photo of the football and cheerleading teams, and then we're done. How about this one? You show Mia a photo of her posing on Julian's shoulders. I guess that one's okay. Put it in the book! Put it in the book! Great! Looks like it's time for me to put my Photoshop skills to the test. Nishan manipulates the photos, putting them in place on the page. Now we'll adjust the light levels on the photos to make sure they all look consistent. Nishan changes some settings on the Photoshop, making the photos more vibrant. The Photoshop? What am I talking about? Hey, that's pretty cool. What else can you do with Photoshop? Oh no. Yeah, can you make that zit on my chin go away? Oh no, we're gonna get addicted to Facetune. I could airbrush it out. Nishan plays with a few Photoshop tools, and seconds later, the pimple is gone. That's pretty cool. Whoa, what else can you do, Nishan? Anything. Want to be a magical fantasy creature? I can give you horns. Want to travel? I can put you in outer space. Can you make my arms just a little thinner? Okay. It's just that specific angle makes my upper arm look huge and not in a good way. Nishan makes a change. Oh, wow, that looks great. What about slimming me a little here, here, and here? She points to different parts of herself, and Nishan makes it changes. Wow, Mia, you look great. Well balanced, slightly happier. Kind of unreal. Yeah, Mia, the proportions we got here currently defy nature. What are you saying? It doesn't really look like you. Do you really need to make all these fixes? You just asked Nishan to take that zit off your face. I know, but never mind. Look, maybe it's just something about this photo that I don't like. Maybe there's another one we can use. You sort through the jocks and cheerleaders, photos showing each one to Mia. What about this one? No, I don't like that one. Or that one. Or that one. Well, that's all the photos. Really? I don't like any of them. Well, that's okay. Let's call everyone together again. We can do another photo shoot. Yeah, that's a great idea. So we'll grab everyone tomorrow? Well, maybe not tomorrow. Give me a little time to get into shape. Okay, I'll talk with the jocks and we'll set up another date and let you know. Great! One of Loren's friends seems sensitive about some recent photos. What's going on? The next day at lunch, you spot Autumn, Peyton, and Mia sitting at a table. Hey, Loren! Over here! Come sit next to us! Hey, Loren, join us for lunch! Oh, no. Mia. Oh, it's not gonna be good. You sit at the table with your friends and open your lunch bag. Peyton and Autumn munch on sandwiches. So how was editing the yearbook with Nishan last night? Good, we're done with the preps and the nerds, but Mia wants to retake the photos for the jocks. Oh, but why? The photos I saw yesterday look great. Well, maybe if you listened to me about the camera setup, I could have found a photo of my good side that actually worked. Photos can be pretty tricky, though. No matter how good the angle is, I almost never like how round my face ends up when looking in them. And somehow I'm always breaking out. I'm sure that's not true, Peyton. And Mia, I'm sorry I didn't like the pictures. I'd be happy to take some more. I'm pretty free this week. Maybe not right away. I'll let you know. I want to make sure I look my absolute best. Mia, is that why you're not eating anything? What? Oh no. Mia looks down. Oh, I already ate. In the time between when I saw you at your locker and when we sat down, that was fast. It's called a grab-and-go lunch, Peyton, not a grab-and-gab lunch. Sorry, it's just you must have eaten really quickly, or not that much. I'm just trying not to overeat before the new photo shoot. This time, every side is going to be my good side. I'm going to look great. Oh, Mia, you always look great. Well, I can always look better, especially in the yearbook photos. Everyone's going to see them. But you look good in those too. Blah, 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 Loren. Do you always have to be so positive all the time? When I look back at the photos, I just want to remember that I looked good. Is that so hard to understand? Mia walks away from the table angrily. Oh, Mia, wait! You rise from the table and catch up with her. What is it? It seems like I hit a nerve and I didn't mean to. It's just something Julian said at the photo shoot. Kind of stirred up some old feelings, but it's nothing, I swear. You know you can talk to me about anything, right? Yeah, never mind. Forget about it, okay? Okay. I'll see you around, Loren. Oh no, Loren might have hurt a friend's feelings. What did Loren do? Well, it was Julian. Not to blame Julian, but like, it was Julian. A little while later, it's time for the second photo shoot. Autumn, Peyton, you guys ready? Yeah, let's get all the jocks and cheerleaders together. It's time to reshoot the photos of the jocks and cheerleaders. Okay, we're gonna go Chad, Cora, and Brittany. Go team go! Woohoo! Let's huddle for the reshoot. Yeah! I've got the camera set up. Places, everyone. Wait, has anyone seen Mia? I saw her this morning and I reminded her about the photo shoot. That's weird. I'll go look for her. No, no, no. Oh, you find Mia in the school's exercise room running on a treadmill. Mia, there you are. Hey, Loren. What's up? We set up for the second photo shoot and we're all waiting on you? Mia slows the treadmill. Wait, really? What time is it? How long have I been running? I don't know. How long have you been running? You're looking a little pale. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, I really lost track of time. Well, it's not too late. If you hurry, you can still meet us out there. I don't know, Loren. I don't feel ready. Mia, I know you've been self-conscious since the last photo shoot, but you don't have to be. You look great. I'm sure the photos will turn out the way you want them to. Mia looks back at the treadmill, then to you again. Okay, give me a minute. Or 20, and I'll be out there. No, Loren, Chad, Cora, and Brittany are retaking their photos for the yearbook. Do you know why? A short time later, Mia walks out of the girls' locker room, freshly made up and ready for photos. There you are! Are you okay? You're looking a little tired, and it's not like you to forget something like this. I'm just fine. In fact, I can't wait to do this. Come on, it's time to show the cheerleading team to show off. It's time for the cheerleading team to show off. Ugh. I found Mia. Let's do this photo shoot again from the top. Julian, Mia, I feel like she's gonna like pass out or something. My girl. Places, everyone, and 1, 2, 3, go. All the athletes move around the field. Mia and Brittany flip onto the shoulders of 2 jocks. Yes, hold that and got it. The girls dismount, Mia landing a little shakily. You okay, Mia? Yeah, totally fine. Now get out of my way. It's time for the toss and lift. Brittany gets launched high into the air, posing on the way up for Autumn. Woohoo! Nice one, Brittany. Finally, Julian hosts Mia up into the air. At the top, she has trouble holding the position and teeters dangerously to the side. Whoa, Mia, pull it together! I don't feel so. Oh no! Mia's eyes close and she starts to fall. No, Julian, you better catch her. Oh my god. Mia tumbles off Julian's shoulders. No! You, Brittany, and another cheerleader dive to help catch her. Together, you lay her gently on the ground. Oh, I was helpful. Guys, give her room. Peyton and Autumn rush over and kneel down next to her. Mia, can you hear me? She doesn't respond. Something's wrong. We need to get help. I'll get a teacher, and I'll call an ambulance. Oh my god. Loren, Julian, Mia, and Brittany just saw a friend faint in the middle of a photo shoot. What happened? A few minutes later, an ambulance pulls into the school lot and whisks Mia away. Your friends turn to you. What happened to Mia? Did you say anything? They said they're taking her to the Moshain Inn Medical Center. Then what are we waiting for? We have to find out what happened. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. What happened to Mia? Find out in the next part. Mia's story, part 1. Let's get to the hospital. Attention players, as a reminder, this quest contains a story that includes some details about body image issues and eating disorders. If you feel uncomfortable reading about these subjects, please select Don't Play this quest, then allow this quest to expire. Otherwise, thanks for playing Mia's story. Right, we're gonna get through it. You, Autumn and Julian are sitting in the waiting room at the local hospital when Peyton walks up. So, did you get anything out of the doctor? Yeah, we've been here for hours. Is Mia okay? The doctor didn't tell me much, only that Mia fainted and they're doing everything they can. I wonder what's going on. Nothing to do but wait. I hope they let us in to see her soon. We'll wait here for as long as it takes, until we can see Mia. You and your friends prepare yourselves for the long night ahead. Peyton returns from the hallway outside of Mia's room, where she has kept vigil for the past few hours. So, were you able to find out what happened to Mia? Yeah, I overheard the doctor saying that Mia was dehydrated and overexerted, like she hasn't been eating enough for the amount of exercise she's been doing. Oh no. She's awake. We can see her now. You walk into Mia's room to find her lying down on a hospital bed. Mia, it's so good to see you. We were really worried. It's not a big deal. I just got a little dizzy. Honestly, you should all go home. A nurse comes in with a tray of food and leaves it at Mia's bedside. Hey, that ham sandwich looks pretty good. I'm not hungry, okay? Now, would you just leave me alone? But Mia, I said leave me alone! One of Mia's friends, one of Loren's friends, is in the hospital. Is she gonna be okay? God, I hope so. You step out into the hall. This isn't good. Mia has to eat something. She seemed really on edge. I doubt pressing the issue will help too much. As you're talking, Max appears at the end of the hall. Hey, what were you guys doing in my sister's room? What did you say to her? Oh, great, you. Just what we needed. Stay out of this, okay, Max? Maybe you're the ones who should stay out of this. This is my family's business. You stay away from my sister. You're just gonna mess things up. If we're not careful, she might end up like she did last time. Last time? Forget it, okay? I'm done talking to you. Max turns and walks toward a window at the end of the hall. He looks out of it with a cold gaze. Sounds like there's more to this story. Loren, let's go talk to him. Maybe we can find out what happened to Mia in the past. I'll talk to Max. Julian, it's a bro-to-bro situation. You and Julian approach Max, who's staring out a window near the end of the hall. Leave me alone. I told you this is none of your business. Hey, man, I know you and I haven't always gotten along, but I really want to help your sister. Maybe if you can let us know what happened before, it'll help us figure out what to do now. Me help you? What a joke. I mean, come on, just this once. Help us out. For Mia. Yeah, okay, fine. For Mia, I'll tell you what happened. You want to know what happened? Fine, I'll tell you. Mia's always been a little sensitive about how she looks. She got teased in middle school when she gained a few pounds. But freshman year is when it got really bad. After she joined the Hearst cheerleading squad, she started losing a lot of weight. She started skipping meals and exercising all the time. My parents tried to talk to her about it, but she wouldn't listen. Wow, I had no idea. It eventually got to a point where she ended up just like this in the hospital. The doctors talked to her then, and something must have worked because she at least started eating, but I guess it didn't work all the way because here we are again. But Mia always seems so confident. I guess sometimes looks can be deceiving. Everyone's worried about one of Loren's closest friends. Will she be okay? God, I hope so. You and Julian return to your group and tell everyone what you heard from Max. I can't believe it. How could someone as pretty as Mia be worried about the way she looks? What are we supposed to say to her now? I don't know, but now that we know what's going on, we've got to talk to her. We need to show Mia that she's not alone. Julian, Peyton, and Autumn. You, Julian, Peyton, and Autumn head into Mia's hospital room. I thought I told you to leave me alone. Mia, we talked to Max. We heard about what happened before. Everyone's a little unhappy with the way they look sometimes. Just forget it. You wouldn't understand. Wait, I do understand, okay? Hear me out. I just need you to listen. For a moment, everyone looks at Peyton. Mia,
I just want you to know that I haven't always felt pretty. When I was in middle school, I used to see my older sister get asked out all the time. We shared a room and she was always on the phone with all these guys that wanted to date her. And in the meantime, I was super awkward and gangly and had these horrible braces and zero boys interested in even talking to me. And I used to just look in the mirror wondering if anyone could ever love me. Peyton. A silence fills the room, then Julian clears her throat. I guess my problems don't quite stack up to that, but I mean, back at Hearst, I definitely went through a couple of summers of doing a lot of lifting and drinking protein shakes, and when I wasn't bulking up fast enough, I got so frustrated. A couple of other guys I was lifting with were taking a few shortcuts. I never did it, but I'd be lying if I said I never thought about it. Guys, I don't know what to say. I never would have guessed. I mean, thanks so much for opening up to me. Lauren's friends just shared some of their deepest secrets. They must really trust Lorena. Very trustworthy. I had no idea about any of this stuff. Peyton, you're so beautiful. I hope you know that now, even if you didn't know when you were younger. Thanks, Mia. And Julian, you've already got muscles on your muscles. You don't need more. If you say so. And Loren and Autumn, you're the best friends anyone could ever have. Thanks for being here. Anytime, Mia. I'm sorry I pushed you away. Okay. I think I'm ready to talk about what's going on with me. I think I'm ready to talk. Okay, I'll tell you what's going on. This is really hard to do. It's okay, Mia. We're all here for you. Okay, here it goes. I want you to understand I really appreciate you sharing your insecurities with me. The way I feel about myself is not just insecurity. It goes way, way deeper. I have an eating disorder. I mean, I used to see a therapist and she sort of helped me understand what was going on. But everything else in my life seemed so impossible. My weight was one thing I could control. Lately, things have been better. Ever since I came to Loren's school, I've actually been happy. But when I saw those yearbook photos, all my old fears came flooding back. I want to be okay, but maybe I'm not. Mia, you will be okay. We're all here for you. And if that's not enough, I mean, you mentioned a therapist. Are you still seeing her? I haven't in a while, but I think maybe it's time I started going again. Sounds like it might help. We're here to support you for whatever you need, but we're not experts in this stuff. Thanks, Loren. Thanks to all of you. It sounds like Loren's friend is really finally going to get the help she needs. That's good. A while later, outside of the hospital. It sounds like Mia's gonna get the help she needs. Yeah, but this is an ongoing struggle. We gotta be there for her if she needs us. And we will be, starting today. Mia will be out of the hospital soon, and I want to give her the best welcome home ever. Sounds good. What do you have in mind? Oh, you'll see. It's time to buy some decorations at the office supply store. I know how we can welcome her home, Loren. I need some money for decorations. Give me some money. Mia's house in her room. This was a great idea, Peyton. Yeah, I hope Mia likes this little surprise. You hear footsteps coming down the hall. Mia's coming. Mia opens the door. Surprise! You guys, it's so good to see you. Mia looks around her room and notices that every surface, every wall is covered in sticky notes. Mia picks up one of the sticky notes off the wall and reads it. You are beautiful. She picks up two more. You are strong. You are smart. Your brother even put a few up. Mia picks up one off her mirror and examines her reflection. You are beautiful. You really are, Mia, not just on the outside. You're one of the most beautiful people I know, inside and out. We just wrote the notes because sometimes we all need a little reminder. I don't know what to say. She reaches out and gives you a hug. Loren, I wish everyone could have a friend like you. Loren just welcomed a good friend back from the hospital. Later, back at school, you, Peyton, and Mia head towards the cafeteria. Lunchtime, finally! I'm so hungry! You okay, Mia? I will be. I'm getting better, but I might still get stressed out about food sometimes. I'm not gonna be fixed overnight, but I'm trying, right? Yes, you are. It's great to have you back, Mia. It's good to be back. Thanks so much for sharing in Mia's journey so far and learning about her past. Over the course of their lives, 20 million women and 10 million men in the US alone will struggle with eating disorders. If you or someone you know is dealing with an eating disorder, please reach out. We've posted FAQs about body image in the help section of the game as well as at highschoolstory.com. Advice and information are also available through Proud to Be Me. Check out this site by tapping the button below. Okay, you know what? I think that's very good. Something that I always really appreciated about Pixelberry at this time was that their ethos was very much about like learning and setting a good example for the kids that were playing this game. So obviously this is aimed at children. It's aimed at like, I assume, middle to high schoolers. And that is actually so... It's really frustrating to compare the Pixelberry that like lives in a golden light in my mind from when it was really like something with a good ethos to the Pixelberry of the present day that like turns out AI generated smut stories on the app choices. Like the difference is so big. Pixelberry now is a completely profit orientated company, whereas like I think if you go on their website
they still have messages about their ethos being about learning, education, anti-bullying, all that stuff. The reason that I'm even playing High School Story at all is to kind of go through what I can of the content that's available to play and then do a retrospective on it. And yeah, it's just really putting into perspective how far the company has fallen. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, thank you, and you will see me again if there is another one. Goodbye.